This is how I combine 2D and 3D to create this type of visuals in Blender. Yeah, so the first thing you want to do is to delete this horrible looking default cube. Then you want to get your character, right? You can get any character from Mixamo, whatever, right? I'm just trying to teach you how to get that 2D look, that sketchpad type of look, right? So when you have your character, I'm just gonna take out this aerial light from the scene just to make it look clear. All right, it's just a regular simple animation. There's nothing crazy. It's a simple, it even has some mistakes, as you can see clearly. The next important thing is to make sure you have a camera in your scene. So this will not work if you don't have a camera, right? If you don't have a camera facing your character, the 2D effect, the line art will not function. It would look horrible, all right? And so you want to go to your camera tab and you want to make sure you have your pass out set to 1, right? This way you can focus on your character and you can see what you're doing. So now what you want to do to get that 2D, that sketchpad look, is to go to your viewport shading tab, and under your viewport shading tab, go to background and make sure you set it to viewport. When you have it looking like this, you're already close to finishing. Like, bro, you've finished. Pause. But play the animation, see if it looks okay, see if it looks good, and then go back to your viewport shading tab. Now he still looks three-dimensional. He looks like he's a 3D character, and so you want to make him 2D. And all you have to do for that is make sure you click flat, right? Under the tab and click flat. So when you have it on flat, you want to turn on the shadows. This way you have some sort of depth, and also your cavity. I don't know what this does, but I know it makes it look way better, honestly. And so from here on out, you're basically almost done. Like, the next thing that you would want to do is to bring in your line arts, right? That's like the finishing touch, because now you have your character looking like a 2D character, even though he still has the three-dimensional look. This is basically what I'm trying to go for. The next thing that you're gonna want to do is to bring in your line art. So you're gonna make a new collection, and you're gonna press Shift A and look for grease pencil and collection line art, right? When you have your line art, you want to go to your modifier tab and change the line thickness from 25 to about 3 or 2, but make sure you have your collection set to where your character is. All right, so in the line thickness, you're gonna make it's just way too thick. Pause. And you're gonna make it 3, which maybe 4. Nah, 3 is good. It looks good at 3, right? And then you're gonna add your noise modifier. The noise modifier basically adds that sketchy look. It's not defined, it has that sketchy visual, which I like. It fits Hobie Brown's character. But then, and the most important thing now is how to render this out, right? So what you want to do is go to your render tab and make sure you have your transparent background on, right? Because you need it to have a transparent background. You don't need a white, trust me, it's just for show. So you want to go to your viewport render, not your render, what am I doing? Your viewport render, and render the image. And see, it has the transparent. All you have is just a 2D pass, which is all you need to composite this. After you have the image, after you have your 2D pass, you want to get your 3D pass, which is a regular render image, right? You just go to your render image tab, and this is basically what when the image is done rendering, right? And then this is just a Blender tutorial, right? You're done, right? What you have to do to just complete the whole thing is go to whatever software you use, have your 2D pass in one layer and your 3D pass in one layer, and just overlay both of them. That's literally all you have to do, right? And you have the effect. It's pretty simple. I'm sorry this is not an After Effects tutorial. I would definitely make one, maybe in my Patreon page, but I've made this video 4 times. It keeps crashing for some reason, and so I had to rush the ending. I apologize. This is my first tutorial and I'm doing horrible, but this is your video. I don't even know what to say anymore. Have a blessed day. Have a wonderful day.